Hey everyone, my name is Zach and I'm going to be doing a trans Q&A thing. I'm answering questions that I asked people to ask me because I'm that kind of person now. I spent a lot of time wondering whether I am or I am not a trans boy. I'm not sure. Do you have any tips? And how did you know for sure that you were trans? So everyone's identity is slightly different. Even everyone who identifies as trans male or everyone who identifies as a trans female or trans woman. Everyone's identity is slightly different than everyone else's because their transition has been different. If you feel like a boy, if you feel like a trans guy, then you are one. It doesn't really matter whether or not you are like trans enough or you have to think like this. It's what you feel inside of you, because how I see it is you have to be consistent with what you say and what you do, and you have to be persistent with what you say and what you do. I can't really remember not being male. I think it was about when I was 15 that I came across the word transgender, and it really was just through Eddie Izzard, because Eddie Izzard is a well-known comedian and he kind of wears dresses in some of his like comedy stuff. He doesn't so much now, but he used to a lot of the time. I think it says somewhere that he was a transvestite, but I don't know if that's like definitely what he identifies as, but it was just kind of like out there. That was when I came across the word transgender, and then I came across all this other stuff because I just didn't know what anything was. Any advice was coming out to families. Now, I can't give you any definite advice. Again, I'm really bad with these. I just won't give anyone any definitive answers. You actually need to do is assess the situation that you are in now. So if you don't feel comfortable with talking to people because there's a lot of information that you want to say, then write them a letter or send them an email. If you want to tell one family member at a time, then do that. If you want to tell your like mum and then ask her to tell the members of the family, then do that. If you want to have your siblings around you when you tell your parents, and again, these are all things that you can do. I made sure to involve my parents and my siblings as much as I wanted them to be involved and as much as they wanted to be involved as well. Parents will sometimes go away and do their own research, and they don't necessarily need to see surgeries, because as much as I want my mom to know about, like, be like in the know about trans stuff, she doesn't need to see someone getting a penis put onto their body. She doesn't need to see that. Is transition usually divided into different phases or stages? So how I take it is my transition is divided into stages, but this is just a personal kind of idea in my head of how it is. How my clinic runs it is you have to have 3 initial assessment appointments. A doctor's appointment. It doesn't mean that you automatically have a doctor's appointment. You may have therapy sessions in between, but you have to have 3 initial assessment appointments so that you start hormone therapy if you want to, so that's the 3rd phase, or you go on to surgeries. If you don't go on to surgeries, then surgeries would be the 4th phase, and the 5th phase is just anything after that. What finally made you decide to begin your transition? When I was 20, it's a good 5 years ago, is that I felt like I wasn't really doing much, not with my life, in terms of just, I wasn't progressing with anything and I was stuck. And I was like, I've come out, people know about me, I'm dressing more masculine, I'm feeling more masculine, but what else can I do? You don't have to transition medically to be trans. That's another thing I need to say. That's just what I feel is comfortable for me. I'd done my research and I was like, this is definitely what I need to do now. The fact that I don't feel comfortable with just people knowing, I need to do something. It's just knowing that in a year or so I may start to feel more comfortable with my body, and that's what I'm most looking forward to. I hope this video was helpful. I know some things I wasn't able to answer as clearly as I wanted to, and this is simply because I don't know the answer to some of these things, because some of these things are very individual experiences. I will try and find some links and put them in the information box and stuff, description box, I don't know what it's called. If anyone has any questions at all, I can try and answer them as best as I can. I am moving house very soon, so if I don't get to you quick enough, it's most likely because I'm unpacking my room and stuff. Have a great day, have a great rest of the week, and remember to eat and sleep and have something to drink if you haven't had something to drink. And if you're wearing a binder, stretch your arms up, take a big cough and put them down again because it clears your chest. Information from Zach, Dr. Zach. Boom.